It's the last podcast of the year. Hope you have had a wonderful year filled with gaming and whatever else you like to do. Being passionate gamers or gamers without time, we all know that you're looking for the next big thing. So, as a middle-aged gamer, you are paying less. So, here are some of the things to keep on your radar in the coming year.
Questions, Adam?
I have a few. So this is the same as like the Total War Shogun and Total War Rome and all those, right? I mean, this is kind of the same. It's the same Total
mechanics.
War, right? Yeah.
Exactly. It's the same. Mechanics are a little bit different depending on the settings. Here, of course, it's very fantasy,
Right.
so you have much more magic and all. But for the most part, it would be hard to see in a Rome or something like this, you're flying Pegasus, for instance.
Right. So I'm wondering if you're a fan of the like Total War Rome or Total War Shogun, how accessible is this going to be? Is the magic going to be? Is it really
easy.
different, or if you enjoy those kind of games, you're going to enjoy this?
As I said, the general mechanics are the same. There's just some tweaks here and there, but it's gonna be the same.
Okay, so if you enjoy one, then you should enjoy this one as well.
Yeah, and exactly. And in the Total War, it's quite easy when you know how to trick the computer, the AI. There's some things which you can use from. Doesn't matter the name of the series. You know, like when you're ambushed by several armies, there are one coming in front of you, which is going to take a lot of time to reach you, and one attacking behind you. You just corner them, very close to the edge of the map. Make sure they lose morale, because a unit, as I said, lose morale and go to a corner of the map. If it gets out of the map, it's gone. The unit is gone. So, you really ambush this new army coming from behind you. Make sure they lose their morale, even if you don't really hit their life or anything. As long as you make them flee, this army is gone. Even if it was a super powerful army, so that's one way to kind of trick the AI. It's not a bug, it's that, just exactly feature. They didn't really correct it, so I guess you have to play with it. I don't know, but that's one of the things. Or on Siege, same Siege. The computer have Pegasus, but they won't get inside because there's walls. They could fly over it, but no, they don't care. So
the other question, okay, and I'll go ahead, finish.
No, it's just you put a few crossbowmen or artillery on the walls, and you're just literally shooting pigeons because they're just gonna stay idle in front of you. And
so the other question. So the regular Warhammer, the fantasy, and Warhammer 40K, are they in the same universe? Because I thought 40K was supposed to be our universe, but in the future.
40K and fantasy are not in the same universe, but they share a lot of things. Like 40K is 40,000 years in the future. So even if fantasy is the same, roughly the same map as our world, it's not Earth. In 40K, they are coming from Earth. That's one of the difference. And the chaos is kind of the same in the way that the chaos come from another dimension, and they use portals to come into our world. That's kind of the same in both universes. There's a lot of similarities, but I don't think they are connected in the lore.
Okay, so kind of like multiverse kind of thing. So you have 40K, you have fantasy, and then you have kind of the chaos in the middle, I guess.
For instance, in fantasy, you have elves, you have dwarves, you have all of this. You don't have this in 40K. In 40K, you have I forgot the name of the faction, but you have the humans of Earth, and there's on Earth only humans, unless maybe they just decided to kill. Yeah, exactly. And you have aliens, Xenos, bloody Xenos. So Eldars, Dark Eldars, the Tot or something like this, or the Terminators. I don't know what their official names anymore, but the skeleton coming out, the robot skeleton coming to destroy all life Love them.
Yeah, I only wondered because you mentioned the gods, and I know was it Slanesh and Nurgle and them, and I was like, I thought Slanesh was created by the Dark Eldar way in the future. So how is Slanesh here, or is this a completely different universe? That's
No, it's I think they are the same demons.
oh, okay.
You know, Nurgle is in both, or so
Right,
I
but
think
Nurgle had been
as far
around
as
the whole time. I mean, Slanesh was
exact,
created later, so I was like, okay, so how does the time work out? How is Slanesh there if Slanesh comes
they
out
are all
later?
all of them are created in the same way from the corruption of human minds.
Okay, so this is a different
And
Slanesh.
yeah, exactly. The only thing I'm gonna mention also on Warhammer 3, and this is why I didn't pre-order this one because I really want to play it. But there's one thing which kind of stops me is that in Warhammer 2, or maybe in the first one, anyway, you could play Chaos factions, and they're horrible to play. They're really horrible to play because in normal faction, take the humans, the elves, the dwarves, you capture cities. And the frontline cities are made to make units. The backline cities are made to make money. And that's how you make your whole economy, you know, make money, money in the back, unit in the front, and you expand. That's how it goes. For the chaos, no, they don't care. You capture a city, you destroy it. That's it, that's gone. And then you go into the next city and against the next city. The problem is that means that your back is never safe because the ruins you leave, some orcs or dwarfs or whatever, you know, the dwarf in the mountain, because when you start, you are close to Kislev with the chaos. So if you destroy Kislev, then you will have dwarfs come down the mountains. You can have the bloody scavens, you know, come to pick up the ruins are gonna be picked up by someone. That means that you can never be safe as the more you advance, the more enemies you have on all sides. And that's why I really don't like with the chaos. So here you have 4 different chaos factions. I really hope that they will change this in a way that you are not always threatened, because what's the point of, you know, like even if you are super powerful, if you have enemies on all sides, that's just, you know, like too hard.
Cutting a path and moving around.
Yeah, exactly. But all the ruins are being rebuilt immediately. Like within 5 turns, puff, it's I left a ruin. Yeah, but we rebuilt it.
What about you, Korean? You got any questions?
I did, but we should probably move on since we're already at the 10:20 mark.
It's
All
okay,
right.
we have time.
We still got his game and then my game, and then yeah, I can imagine after Adam's game will be another 20 minutes.
No. I'll make it quick, ish.